What is up? What is going on? Good morning, everyone. Dave at SVA Baseball Card Collectors. Another day, another episode. So, walked in yesterday, had a nice little package. Not talking about myself, but a nice package from Sirius Auction House. And it was my 1969 Mickey Mantle. Very excited about that. My first Mickey Mantle I ever bought. And it wasn't in the greatest of condition, but it had really good eye appeal. So even when I looked at it, it looked good. The corners were a little, one corner is a little messed up. But to keep, I really liked it. It had that good eye appeal, as they say. It looks good. So, was super happy about that. It's not really something I'm thinking I'm going to flip because I paid basically what it's worth. I do think it's worth a little bit more just because of the centering. It's pretty much spot on with the centering, and it just looks like a nice card. But, it's graded where it should be. I'm not saying that. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. So, I don't know if this is a topic that a lot of people talk about. I know some people complain about it, but some people collect some baseball cards and their significant other, and I'm going to say the wife, because there's a lot more guys collecting baseball cards than women. Yes, there are some, but for the most part, I'm talking about the gentleman, the husband. Now, my wife, I think I've made a couple of comments, thinks I'm playing around and just playing with kids' toys and things like that. And she thought of things very similar when I was doing eBay, trying to flip stuff, junk. And people tend to not talk about it and complain about it once you're making money, or they see that you know what you're doing and you're making money. And that's really what it comes down to. If you're secretive and you're downstairs for hours and you don't tell them what's going on and they don't see anything, because my wife is going, well, if you spend all this time, I want to see money. Me, on the other hand, I'm going, no, you ain't doing the work. That was mine. You ain't doing anything. You're not learning anything. I'm the one doing it. So it's my money. I want to reinvest it. I don't want to, it's not that we're in need of this money and I have to pay for a bill or pay for a mortgage. This is somewhat play money for me. I sold some stuff that I flipped, and now I'm using this money to either reinvest in baseball cards or flip or throw money away by buying packs of cards and opening them up. And then I get something good. But for the most part, we ain't getting crap. But that was my angle. And it's not the best of angle because, again, they're not going to be engaged. They're just going to see you wasting time, not spending time with them, not spending time with your kids, not doing stuff around the house. That's what they're going to see. And you can't blame them. Because if you're downstairs or wherever the hell you do this and they don't see you for hours on end and you go, I collated a whole set of cards, and they're going to go, great. That's wonderful. So you can sell it for $5. But if you show them, hey, I bought this for $10 and I did my research and I was able to sell this for $40. And they go, oh, so you made $15. Yeah. In a relatively short amount of time. Don't say, in 3 years I sold this car and I made $10. But if you somewhat engage them, now they're not going to want to hear about the odds or this card or this guy's a great prospect, he's hit this or hit that. If they're not into baseball, they don't care. Let me reiterate, they do not care. I fall into this trap all the time. Sometimes I do it to annoy her. But for the most part, it's just my stupidity and I want to hear myself talk. They don't care. So don't try to change them into becoming this big baseball card fan or football, whatever cards you're into fan. It's not going to happen. It's not. But if you show them, hey, I bought this for $100 and I just resold it for $300 and here's $50 I set aside, I think the more I think about it, the more, and yes, you may be siphoning off your business, and this may not be something, if Gary Vee was listening, he'd be saying tough crap, but what I would do, what a good suggestion that my wife had, was you're going to spend it on something stupid, you're going to screw it up. And to be honest with you, I do a little bit of that. Not a lot, but some of it, because I'll buy some packs of cards and things like that. If you buy it for $100 and you sell it for $200, let's take all the fees out. Let's just say you made $100. $50 goes to the house, and then $50 goes in your pocket for you to do whatever. Yeah, will it take longer for you to build stuff up? Yes. But you will have your family engaged a little bit more. And if you have a son or a daughter who's into cards, then that's good. You can spend time with them doing that. If they're too young, you give them your crappy card so they can just eat it. But I really do believe, and again, a lot of stuff I say, I do not practice what I preach. Whenever I did practice, it was much easier for me to buy cards, buy used cards, things like that. It became, what are you doing? Why is this guy slowing down? These people. Sometimes people slow down and let people cross. For what reason? I don't know. Just hit them. Sorry, I went off on a tangent here. But it's the engagement. And if they see that you're serious about this and you're doing well, then they won't mind you spending more time. So it becomes a win-win in the fact that they're happy and you're happy. You may not be growing as quickly as you want. However, you'll be able to spend more time researching, correlating, selling, trying to buy, doing whatever you want to do. It's just important. I don't, for example, I haven't really told my wife about the podcast at all. Nothing. She doesn't know anything. I've been doing this for, 5-6 months. People are like, you're crazy. There's nothing for me to show. And if you have, you have to weigh out the personalities that people have. They're going to go, well, why are you wasting your time to talk to people, to tell people what you've learned? Why are you giving out this information? That makes no sense. Well, I'm trying to build a brand. Oh, build a brand. You're going to make a big brand, Mr. Baseball Card Player guy. That's what I'll hear. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any negativity, which is a big part of why I created the Facebook group, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear negativity. I don't want to hear any issues. I don't want to hear any problems. I just want to buy some baseball cards, not go broke, even though I tell you guys to go broke. But it's just, I don't want negativity. I'm tired of it. Just tired of it. And it sounds, I caught myself. I don't want to sound a fugazi. I don't want to, as the Italians would say, I don't want to sound, weak. But there's plenty of other baseball card, groups where if you ask a question, people will give 100 sarcastic answers and not give you the straight talk or not try to genuinely help you out. And so that's partially the reason why I created the group as well. It's just a place for me to go, a place that people can go to ask you questions, to not have your balls broken. You just want an answer. And if you do some trades or you buy some cards here and there, that's fine, but that's really not the main point of the group. The main point of the group is to learn, share information, and try to get better at collecting and investing cards. That's really what the group is all about. And if I can make a couple of shekels later on, that would be great too, but it doesn't matter to me. That's not the point of the group. I'll make money. You know how I'll make money? By buying and selling the baseball cards, doing good deals, learning stuff from other people. And I don't have nowhere near the answers. I don't know that much. I've only been doing this for 9 months, 10 months, getting back into collecting, and there's just a ton of stuff to learn, a ton of stuff to, like, once the new year comes along, there's different players, and I go, I got to learn these guys. I just learned 2018. You think I'm going to learn 2019? Why does this guy have 2 first names, Mesa? It becomes too much for me at times. So it's a good spot to be. It's a nice place to have my Facebook group. So there's a little cheap plug on my end for my Facebook group. But back to wives or husbands not into, you collecting, engage them, get them into it. If there's something, like I was saying before, my wife needs to see something like monetarily positive, or I'm just wasting time. She doesn't understand I'm trying to create a fan base, trying to create a brand. That's really what I'm trying to do, is create something that people will, think of, and they'll go, oh, I can trust this guy. He knows what he's talking about. Or he's genuine, he's going to try to figure out how to get the answer. Like, that's it. It's because she doesn't know. That's not her mentality. And you just have to go and not check, but understand your wife, your husband, what their mentality. Maybe they are. Maybe they do maybe they're the total opposite. Maybe they go, I don't care about the money. If you're spending a lot of time on this and you care about it, and you're dedicated to it, that's okay. I mean, my wife might be okay with that, but after a while she go, well, what are you doing? You've been doing this for 5 months. What do you got? Nothing. You haven't made any money, you haven't done anything. And I would go, now I would say this, when I started, I would get 5 to 10 listeners, and I built it up to 20 to 30, and I couldn't get out of that. Now I'm over 100, listens every single day, which to me is crazy that 100 people listen to my nonsense. That might not be much. That's like peanuts for other people. And you go, for 5 months, that's what you've been doing, but it took a while to even get to this point. But hopefully, I keep talking, telling my truth. Ugh, all this, personal. I can't even think of something to make fun of personal guru people, because I can't think of the names of what they are. But but it's. I think from where I started to now, I think I've done a positive thing. I think I've built a base. And to be honest with you, I could tell the difference between people who are genuinely involved in the group and just people in general. You could tell they're engaged, they're interested. Whereas other groups, maybe if they started from the beginning, they're engaged. But other people are just whatever. They're just whatever about it. And so the more you give, you're going to get out of it. That's what I'm trying to say. So, summary about my whole meandering around from left and right to different topics is, if you want to do this, just make sure that people are engaged. My wife knows that I sell baseball cards, obviously, because they're all over the place. She's okay with it because she sees that I am making money off of it. She also sees the pack of cards that I buy, that I have a bunch of cards that I can't get rid of, the commons. I haven't even tried to anyway, but she sees that as well. But she knows that the more expensive cards, I do a decent job of flipping and making money off of them. And so she's not crazy, against it, because she can see it, she understands it. You just have to know know your significant other, know what they're about, and just keep them engaged. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. You don't want to just ignore them. You don't want to just be like, I'm doing my thing, leave me alone. It's just gonna make it harder on yourself. It really is. Don't do that. Alright, I am at my job now. Sorry, this wasn't really about baseball cards. This is more about the significant others of baseball cards. SVA Baseball Card Collectors in Facebook, SVA BB Collectors on Twitter, and SVA BB Collectors on Instagram. Buy some cards and go broke, people. Later.